the one thing that worries me with regards to SoFi is that what we're seeing is a white collar recession, and they have a lot of personal loans on their balance sheet. So if people start defaulting and those personal loans end up showing up, is that going to cause like a bank run on SoFi, right? Like one of the things that a lot of people don't realize, SoFi right now is attracting a lot of new users, but the reason why they're doing it is because they're paying such a crazy amount of
customer acquisition.
Well, yeah, they're paying a ton amount in customer acquisition and also in terms of interest, right? If you go to like JP Morgan's giving you barely anything for their checking, but you know that JP Morgan is going to be around. SoFi still a little bit up in the air just in case like people are wondering. So these are the kinds of logics, but I'm doing a lot more research and I will definitely post it on Twitter. So go ahead, follow me on Twitter, and I'll probably be on a SoFi Weekly one of these days to discuss that. But right now in the short term, I think there's a lot of great opportunities on some of the regional banks that have sold off, but have very strong balance sheets. They have excellent businesses. They're very well diversified. And so SoFi to me is like, it's a more speculative play, whereas this one is more of a guaranteed, I'm going to make some money on a play. That's all.
I'll throw in my 2 cents here because I don't know if you guys are old enough. Vitaly definitely is to remember one of the first of these banks. No, ING. Remember ING? Orange.
Yeah,
right?
I had
ING. I had an ING account too. It was amazing. Guess what happened to them? Capital One bought them up, and it was over. Now this was before you could really have an internet presence. Like if ING existed today, it would be SoFi, right? I mean, am I wrong, Vitaly? Yeah. Like it would be SoFi. They had that sort of like cool, hip, young. They gave great rates. It was very simple. And Vitaly and I actually, the freelancer finance account is with SoFi. It's a very simplified form of banking, whereas JP Morgan or Bank of America can be very complex. I just don't know if they're ever going to be able to become a heavy player like that. Doesn't mean that the stock can't do well, right? Doesn't mean that the stock can't do well short term, because if a lot of retail is buying it up, then the stock's going to do well. So with a company like that, it's not always about fundamentals. Like the things that affect the stock price fundamentally on a stock like JP Morgan might not necessarily be at play for a company like SoFi.
One last thing I do want to mention. I'm glad this person who put it on the comment section. I've been tracking a lot of the regional banks, especially some of the more like defensive plays. Insider buying has gone crazy, dude. All of them are buying inside. There's been a ton of insider buying on a lot of these regional banks because fundamentally, a lot of them know that, hey, there's nothing wrong with our business.
Nothing fucking wrong with the business.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why not buy the
Thank
stock?
You, hype man.
Yo, I got a lot of money in
wrong with that business.
just to preface this, Amit is invested in
He's like in the background.
Truist, so he's gonna parrot everything I say as long as it's bullish, But yeah, I would say it's not a bad idea to have some SoFi, but also consider some exposure to some really
consider some Truist.
Consider some Truist. That's right.
No, on some hold on, real shit. Truist on Friday had 497,000 ratings on the App Store. Today they have 502,000. 5,000 5-star ratings. Hold on.
That's not the question.
Hold on.
You're not even answering the question.
SoFi had 239,000 ratings over 5 days. Same amount of time. They have 240,000. So they got only 1,000. So this doesn't mean anything, but I'm like, why is this regional fucking bank getting 5,000 stars in 5 days and SoFi's getting 1,000? Obviously this doesn't matter or anything, but it's just interesting to kind of look at some of the stuff like this.
I feel like it's a long run type of game though.
100%.
Here. They're trying to get profitable and then stay profitable.
Yep.
Yeah. Not get there, go back, get there, go back. Like he's doing it the right way. He's buying shares. I mean, CEO buying shares. Yeah. PayPal.
Also, man, Galileo can be very big. Galileo's my bull case.
I just want to point out, banks that don't make any money suck. Okay, especially right now. Bottom line.
Yeah, but they're a growth company, Vitaly.
If Galileo is not successful,
they're very close to making money. So
okay, they're close to making money. If Galileo is not successful, that's the only reason I have SoFi shares. If they're not successful, I don't want SoFi. I'd rather have JPM or Truist.
Palantir gets profitable and Amit gets some balls.
I think in the next year, if they're not profitable because they've been talking about it, I mean, then you got to have major question marks.
They'll be profitable at the end of the year.
But you know what else? You know what else, Adam? Look, you know what else, Adam? You're leaving your money in there. Okay, so ask yourself, is it worth me leaving my money in SoFi versus other investments I could be making? That you got to ask yourself that, because every year it doesn't return for you. You're putting more pressure on that stock to return what it would have if you put it in somewhere else that you also have conviction in, and then some. So the longer you leave it in there, the more you're expecting, the more you can and should expect of that return. So just keep that in mind too. You know what I mean? Like you only have $1,000. Where are you going to put it? Right. And you know, I don't know if you have any kids, but that's your kid's money. It's not you. You know what I mean? If you die tomorrow, are you going to be happier knowing that your kid's future is banked on SoFi or something else?
Truist, baby. Bring some Truist.
So
how much? What's the percentage? What's the percentage you have in SoFi?
He's like 105%.
It's like 20%. Honestly.
That's too much. That is too much for SoFi.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Unless the other 80 is in like Amazon.
Look, it depends on his his conviction just might be higher than yours. So I mean,
no. If SoFi is going to succeed, remember, if you just look at when me and Carlos did an episode about this, Wells Fargo is worth like what, 200 billion?
Yeah,
somewhere around there. If SoFi is worth 5 billion and it 20x's, okay,
you can have $5,000 in there and be set.
Am I doing this right?
You know,
if it's 20x's, basically, you don't need to have 20% of your portfolio in it.
I just feel like the negative is less for me. I mean, I'm like green right now. You know, like I didn't go crazy. I didn't go crazy at it when it was high. I calmed myself down. I actually made some money early on when it was in the 20s. You know, I bought it like lower, was always watching it, was interested in it, sold out, bought back in later.
Good. Smart.
You know, so
smart.
It like I'm not stressing about it, you know, just keeping an eye on it. I mean, this earnings was wild. I was looking at it, I was up 30% or like 27%, I think it was, or something. And I was like, what do I do? You know, like, do I take this off the table? Do I like, and then it just happened so fast. You know, I do have a kid, so I was just, you know, playing with the kid, you know, and then, oh, there it is. It shot right down. I mean, it was just kind of one of those.
Do you want to tell your kid, hey, as your kid grows up, little Sonny, I bought you 20% of SoFi, or do you want to say I bought you 20% of Tesla?
No, but Callie wanted to say Enphase. He censored himself from saying Enphase. But
or Enphase.
Honestly, I got my girl's portfolio. She's got all the Tesla. She's got.
Do you know? Okay. Do you
notice
that you invest way better for like your wife or your significant other than you do for yourself?
Because we are the men. We love to embrace the risk.
Right.
I invest way better for her than I do.
She has Tesla and Enphase and Amazon stock. This guy has SoFi.
Adam, if I'm ever in Michigan, bro, I'm coming to City Ramen, and I'm
please, man. You guys don't pay here.
Have you eaten
like
that?
We're like
now. I really like this.
Now we gotta go. Now we gotta
go.
Yeah, give me the real spec on it. Give me the real spec on it.
Have you ever eaten at Ipuro?
I have not.
Carlos, he's white. You think he's gonna eat at Ipuru?
Yeah, no, I mean that's the biggest misconception.
Ramen, that's like the best.
I've never heard of Ipuru.
Go to Ipuro in Manhattan. You will not regret. And get the ramen where they drop the egg in it, like they drop it or like a raw egg or something. It's amazing.
Actually, this is true. Matt R says it's because you have
the one. It's the one that comes in the red bowl. You know how like they have the different bowls to tell you like how good the dish is. The red bowls are like the signature dishes. The red bowls. Man, that one was amazing, and I had it in Japan too. I actually ate at Ipuro in Japan. It's amazing.
Here's a question: When
we went to New York, we feel good. We would set up next to you. Like we feel good, man. I'm not a ramen guy. I ran like farm to table restaurants before here. Like I came here to like put myself further, like start a real business. Like restaurants is a passion thing, man. Like. This is like the business like side. I like threw the passion down. Like let's try to start like doing something real here.
But have you been in the restaurant business for like your whole life, or this is a new venture for you?
Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, like I got a job when I was 14. I ended up becoming an executive chef when I was like 20. You know,
so you didn't go to college. You just
no, I didn't. I was running a $3 million restaurant when I was 20, man. You know what I mean?
I love it. Fucking awesome.
Good. No student loan debt, so SoFi's not making any money off you.
Zero. Yeah, they ain't making no money on me, man.
By the way, Biden's aide said student loans are back. They're gonna pocket $80 million a quarter. It's starting.
Come on. Yeah, we didn't even talk about student loans. We didn't even talk about it.
All right, Adam. We get to Michigan. I'm coming.
Take it easy, guys. Appreciate
Thank you, brother.
Later.
Appreciate you watching.
Is it okay to talk about Jeremy selling TTCF since we like him now?
Okay, let's do it after. We got two more. Then let's do it after.
We always liked him. All right. Next one. Let's go.